Welcome back everyone, this is GTA Failure. We left off right here by the waterfall with 829 coins. In this coin video, which is essentially our last coin video except for the treasure map coins, we're going to go from the 829 coins that we have all the way up to 1,266 coins. It's a bunch we're about to gather. So I've broken this up into three different collections of coins just for my own organizational scheme. So essentially right now we're just heading straight east and trying to get over to the other waterfall because we tackled all of the coins south of the two rivers, and so now we're about to head north of this river right here. So we're just heading up the waterfall and we'll get to the north side of this river. And in this first batch of three, we're going to grab all of the coins that are essentially between the Meteor Lake region and the western river, the other river, not this one right here. Okay, so as we continue crunching our way through all of these glorious coins, let me go back to the shorthike.fandom page and continue reading about all of these beloved characters. So Toughbird is a character that we've met already. He's the one that's at the bottom of the real steep cliff that essentially heads up to the polar bears region where things get real cold, and he's the one that offers to sell you some feathers at a jacked up price. Oh, this rock right here, the shiny one, is very valuable. Let me see, I think it's 36 coins. Let me double check my math here. Yeah, 36 coins for this rock right here, so you don't want to miss this one. Again, this is an Animal Crossing feature where you smash the shiny rock with a shovel. Okay, so from the webpage, Toughbird, this character does not have a canonical name. He is a blue-colored bird with a mohawk and black shirt. You can buy 4 golden feathers from him for 100 coins each. You got these feathers by buying them from Ranger John and then increasing the price. Okay, so it's true that, so ignore this guy right here, and sorry for that cut. We're just trying to get up to this ledge. We're going to talk to that guy in a later video when we get around to fishing stuff. So it's true that the very first feather that you buy from Toughbird is 100 coins, but actually if you do things in the right order, the remaining 3 feathers that he will sell you, he is willing to give you at $40 each at cost, essentially, since he bought them for 40 bucks each from the ranger station. Okay, next up is Watch Guy. So he's the one over by the RVs, right by the ranger station. He's the one who's missing his watch, and he thinks internet thieves are going to steal it or sell it or something. This character has no canonical name. He is a gray ram, and he wears a teal and green shirt. He can be found standing between 2 trailers in a valley behind the visitor center. He will ask Claire to find his watch for him, and then it describes how to get the watch, but no spoilers here. We'll get there eventually. Next up, Shirley's Point Guy. So this is the guy who talked to us about how his son is running in a marathon later today. He was in the far southwest of the island, in a little section of the island called Shirley's Point. This character has no canonical name. He's a dark brown dog, and he wears a dark blue and black shirt. He can be found walking along Shirley's Point. He will tell Claire that there is a marathon happening soon and that his nephew is competing. Oh, I thought I said son. Nephew. He asks Claire to tell his nephew to take breaks and drink water. Good advice for all of us. Okay, next up is Painting Kid. So I mentioned the artist, and we saw him through some binoculars, and I think we've seen him during a couple of our while we were collecting coins and some other stuff in this playthrough, but we haven't talked to him yet, so we won't read about Painting Kid just yet. Next up is Picture Guy. So this is somebody that we have talked to. We talked to him twice. Once at the very beginning of the game before we had any feathers, and we tried to get up a little ledge and we couldn't, and there was a fox there, and he said, hey, if I meet you up there at the top of Hawk's Peak, then we should take a picture together. So that's the guy. Okay, so these guys are still saying the same stuff that they did before. The 2 wall climbers and then the polar bear. Keep warm out there, you betcha. Okay, so the picture guy, the one who wants to take a picture with us, has no canonical name or gender. They are an orange fox and they wear a maroon shirt with brown buttons. They can first be found on the Hawk Peak Trail right before the first cliff. So that was the last coin in like the first batch, but you know, like the batches are just something I invented. So what I'm calling this next batch is all the coins that are in the northwest section of Hawk Peak. So things are going to be a little chilly for us here. Okay, coming back to the webpage, they can first be found on the Hawk Peak Trail right before the first cliff. They tell Claire that they are planning to climb on the top climb to the top of Hawk Peak to take some pictures of nature. Claire asks them to take her picture if they make it up at the same time, and they agree. They are encountered again near the summit, where a bridge before them has collapsed, and they're unable to continue further. They discuss with Claire about their lack of feathers and the possibility of there being another path up. Claire agrees to look as she climbs up and to come back for them if she reaches the summit. Should she do so, Claire can offer to give them 6 feathers to make it to the top. So I won't read any more there because we only had 11 feathers. We still have 11 feathers. And the fox will not take 6 of them until you have at least 12 feathers. So that's what we're after before we interact with the fox again. Sue the rabbit. So this was the one who was missing her lucky headband. Sue is a white rabbit, and she wears a blue and purple shirt. She can be found pacing at the very start of the Blackwood Trail. She will ask Claire to find her lucky red headband. After getting a headband from Taylor and returning it to Sue, she decides she doesn't need luck to win and gives the headband back to Claire. Here I'm just showing you the volleyball court just to get you reoriented after that long trip down. Sue will also give Claire a pair of running shoes. These allow Claire to run, which uses up golden feathers. Okay, 11, 12. That's I don't know how many coins we have right now, but we're winding down the Hawk Peak Northwest section. I mean, clearly we're not in Hawk Peak, but I'm doing the best I can here. And then the final section is going to be on the west coast of the island. And once we get our 1133rd coin, which should be coming up real soon, then we will enter the final batch of coins. What do we have? 1133. Perfect. Sorry for the cut. The first coin in this next batch is a sliding coin. So there's going to be another cut here. It took me a little while to find the right spot, but I'm going to save and reload right here. And you'll see a coin from that top of the screen fall right down into my back pocket. Kind of starts on top of a rock, and then it just slides straight down. There it is. Gimme, gimme. I'll take it. Okay. So coming back to the webpage, Taylor the turtle is a light green turtle, and they wear a red headband. They can be found running along the Blackwood Trail. If you talk to Taylor after talking to Sue, they will give Claire their headband, even though it isn't Sue's. After returning it to Sue, she decides she doesn't need luck to win and gives the headband back to Claire. Well, that's not true all the time, right? It's only true if you talk to Sue a second time. Like you give her the headband, and then if you talk to her again after you've given her the headband, then she'll give it back to you. Although Taylor's gender is not canonically confirmed, it is likely they are non-binary, as Claire and Sue referred to them by they/them pronouns. Oh, I had no idea. I didn't pick up on that. Okay, permit guy we haven't interacted with yet. Oh, you don't need to kick the boxes out of the way for that hidden chest, but I decided to kick them out of the way just for the purposes of the video so you could see what was what. Okay, a few more folks we haven't met yet. We're going to skip them. Next up are the running kids. We met one of the kids, so I'll just read this section now. These characters have no canonical names or genders. This is the group that runs laps around Meteor Lake in preparation for the marathon. Here it was hard for me to get my camera. You can see the coin there in the corner. Okay, there's a white and orange rabbit who wears an orange headband and green backpack, a gray dog who wears a pink and blue shirt, a green lizard who wears a yellow shirt, and a light brown ram who wears an aqua and orange shirt. They will say various short phrases related to running. The gray dog is Shirley's Point guy's nephew, so Claire tells him to take breaks and drink water. Right, just passing along that message from the uncle. Okay, the ship worker, that was the Donald Duck character. This character has no canonical name or gender. They are a white seagull, and they wear a two-tone blue shirt and a captain's hat. They can be found sitting on the roof of a ship on the northeastern coast of the island. They will buy new fish from Claire for money and trade already sold ones for bait. We'll talk about fishing in a future video. And then, all right, won't read any more about the fishing stuff. Dive Kid is the toucan. We haven't talked to them yet. They were right next to like an updraft, a volcano looking thing. We grabbed a coin very close to them, but we'll read about them another time. Avery will talk about another time. The beach stickball characters. Yeah, these characters can be found at the beach stickball court on the northwest tip of the island. The dark green bird has no canonical name or gender, and they wear a blue shirt. The red bird with a light red tuft of hair is named Julie, and she wears an aqua shirt. And then we got a golden feather after 10 hits. Okay, gang, that is coin 1266. That is all of them that are either on the ground or in the ground, except for the coins from the 3 treasure map chests. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.